Hello everyone, in this video we will be discussing about the current affairs from Feb 10 to Feb 12, 2018. So before proceeding, if you haven't subscribed our channel, please subscribe. So let's move on to the current affairs. Okay, first current affairs is Google and NCERT signed a pact to integrate a course on digital citizenship and safety in information and communication technology curriculum. Okay, what is this? There is a pact which is signed between Google and NCERT. Okay, and it is on the digital citizenship and safety. And what does this course do? It would train teachers on latest development that takes place in the internet space. So you have to remember this. Next, the Global Procurement Summit. It is the third Global Procurement Summit and it was inaugurated in Delhi. It was between 8th and 9th Feb. The summit provided the forum to share learning and success stories from different regions and encourage the countries which are at the earlier stage of reforms. It is the Global Procurement Summit, third Global Procurement Summit held in New Delhi. It can be asked. Next, the National Informatics Center, that is NIC, organized a 3-day national meet on grassroots informatics. And the name of the grassroots informatics is Vivid 2018. You have to remember this name. It is very important. So it is that NIC has organized a grassroots informatics Vivid 2018 national meet in New Delhi. And it was from 8th February 2018. So you don't have to remember the date, but you have to remember that National Informatics Center has organized a national meet called Grassroots Informatics Vivid 2018. And you have to remember the name of the minister, that is Ravi Shankar Prasad. He is our Electronics and IT Minister. He has inaugurated the event. You need to learn that he has inaugurated. But you have to remember that he is the Electronics and IT Minister. That is Ravi Shankar Prasad. Okay. Next, a memorandum of understanding has been signed between India and Britain to improve public transport system and passenger services. Okay, India and Britain MOU for transport system and passenger services. You have to remember it like this. Next, RBI said that it will link the base rate with MCLR. That is, what is MCLR? It is marginal cost of lending rate. Okay, it is marginal cost of lending rate, and it would be effective from 1st April. So it can be asked from when it is effective. Okay, so the full form of MCLR can be asked. So what is C in MCLR? It is cost. What is L in MCLR? It is lending. So you have to remember this, the full form also, the abbreviation also, and the date also. Next, the Competition Commission. So it is very important. See, the Competition Commission imposed a fine of 136 crore on rupees. It is in rupees, 136 crore rupees on a search engine on Google. A fine of 136 crore was imposed on Google for what? For unfair business practices in the Indian market for online search. So you have to remember Competition Commission's name and Google. Google and the fine is 136 crore, and the reason is unfair business practices in the Indian market for online search. Okay, next. Guinness Book of World Record attempted. So where it is attempted? It is attempted in Changtang. It is a place in Ladakh. You have to remember this. And for what it is attempted? It is playing ice hockey at the highest altitude. You have to remember this. Guinness Book of World Record attempted for playing ice hockey at the highest altitude, and it was done at Changtang. It is a place in Ladakh. You have to remember that. Next, Haryana has topped the overall medal tally with 38 goals in Khelo India Games. So Khelo India Games was organized from 31st January. So after the event has finished now, so Haryana has topped the medal tally with 38 goals. Next, R.K. Nadkarni, Chief of Staff. He is Chief of Staff Headquarters, Southern Naval Command. Okay, he is the Chief of Staff. You have to remember the name, R.K. Nadkarni. He is the Chief of Southern Naval Command. Inaugurated the Integrated Automatic Aviation Meteorological System. So it is an abbreviation, Integrated Automatic Aviation Meteorological System. You have to remember this. It is also very important. At INS Garuda. INS Garuda is one of the naval stations. You have to remember INS Garuda, the name, that is R.J. Nandkarni. Okay, he is the Chief of Staff of Southern Naval Command, and the place what he inaugurated, Integrated Automatic Aviation Meteorological System at which naval station? INS Garuda. Date, it's not mandatory, but you have to remember the naval station and the name. Next. PepsiCo chairman and CEO Indrani Nui has been appointed as we appointed to ICC. She has been appointed in ICC, that is International Cricket Council Board, as the governing body's first independent female director. That is, Indrani Nui has been appointed as a female director, and she is the first independent female director in ICC. Okay, who is Indrani Nui? It can be asked. She is the PepsiCo chairman and CEO. Okay, next. Okay, Sikh marriages in Delhi. So, okay, earlier Sikh marriages were registered under Hindu Marriage Act, but now it can be registered under Anand Marriage Act instead of Hindu Marriage Act. Okay, it is in New Delhi, with the government of Delhi notifying the provision of the new act. It is in Delhi. That is, Sikh marriages in Delhi would be now coming under Anand Marriage Act, not Hindu Marriage Act. Next, the writer of Odia literature. So, it is obituary, writer of Odia literature, Chandrasekhar Rath. You have to remember this. Chandrasekhar Rath is belonging to which field? Odia literature. You have to remember this. He has passed away. Next, it is a new appointment. Chief Justice of Manipur High Court is Abhilasha Kumari. So you have to remember this. Abhilasha Kumari is the Chief Justice of Manipur High Court. Now, Egypt. Egypt has launched a major security operation involving the army and police against terrorist and criminal elements and organizations. So it can be asked, recently which company has organized a security operation against terrorism? So it is Egypt. Next, our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, met Jordan King Abdullah. So, Abdullah II. You can be asked, who is the Jordan's king? He is Abdullah II. On his arrival in Amman, they met in Amman. Okay, for what? Jordan and India has signed an agreement to boost bilateral relations. Okay, so there was this agreement signed between the King of Jordan, that is King Abdullah, and the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, for boosting the bilateral relationship. Next, PNB has signed an agreement for information utility. It is generally written as IU with Nationale Governance Services Limited. So it is written like this. So it is the abbreviation. You have to remember this. The objective of the agreement is to augment the information infrastructure in India. So what you have to remember is, you can remember like this. PNB has signed an agreement with Nationale Governance Services Limited. Okay. Now what is this agreement? It is IU. So like this you can remember. Next. Indian Prime Minister, that is our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, was conferred the, you have to remember this, Grand Collar of the State of Palestine. Okay, and who is the President of Palestine? It is Mahmoud Abbas. For what he has been given the Grand Collar of the State of Palestine? For his key contribution to promote the relation between India and Palestine. Okay, you have to remember this. The name, that is Grand Collar of the State of Palestine. The President of Palestine, that is Mahmoud Abbas. Okay, next. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that is our Prime Minister today. Today means on 12th Feb, laid the foundation stone for building of Hindu temple at Abu Murekhan of the Dubai Abu Dhabi highway in UAE. So you have to remember that in UAE a Hindu temple is being built at Abu Murekhan. Okay, this is very important. Next, Akshay Kumar's Padman. It is a new movie which has been released. It is a movie about an inventor. What is it? It is about an inventor who creates revolutionary machines that makes cheap sanitary pads, and it has been banned in Pakistan. Okay, Padman has been banned in Pakistan. Next, our Union Home Minister, that is Rajnath Singh, he launched University's Center for Spoken Sanskrit. Okay, in this center, there would be a 6-month course for people to how to speak the language. So we would be learning to speak Sanskrit at Center for Spoken Sanskrit, and it is launched on 10 February 2018. Okay, next. Clean air campaign. As we all know, Delhi has been very much polluted after the burning of crops. So a clean air campaign is launched to combat air pollution in Delhi. Okay, and it would be from 10th of Feb to 23rd of Feb. So here you have to remember the dates also and the name of the campaign, that it is taking place in which place. It is New Delhi. A 2-day international conference on Unani medicine. Unani medicine, organized by Central of Council for Research in Unani Medicine, that is CCRUM, as a part of Unani Day celebration in New Delhi, that is on 10th Feb. So here our point to remember is Unani Day. When is the Unani Day celebrated? Unani Day is on 10th of Feb. This is the key point. You have to remember this. And also the institute's name, that is Central of Council for Research in Unani Medicine. It is also very important. Okay, you have to remember these two things. Unani Day is on 10th Feb. Thank you. This was all about the current affairs. If you like the video, please don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you.